Huh. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to my stream. Gonna get just getting a little ready. Try to do this for maybe an hour or so. I have to say that it is quite interesting. Um, I read about this. I I used to listen to a lot of podcasts from from people that worked at EGM and GamePro and whatnot, and this was like the last gasp of 2D gaming for a while. No joke. There was a you, there was like a renaissance of 3D. Everyone's going to 3D, um, and a lot of games were ignored and chastised for it. No joke. The like and like if you read magazines during that time, a lot of the 2D games that were being brought out, even on the Super Nintendo, were given like bad scores because they were comparing them to what was coming out on the 32-bit consoles. Uh oh. And it like a lot of games didn't get the recognition they deserve. Give me a second. I gotta do something really quick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I have to go to the bathroom. So anyway, I, you know, and it is an unfortunate thing that happened. It, okay, and where was I? 2D games. Okay, but I will admit, although there were some 2D games on the PlayStation and a couple of more on the Saturn, everyone was going away from that. Like this tried true method of gameplay that has been perfected over what, from the mid 70s to the mid 90s, like for 20 years at that point. The tried and true method of game logic gameplay was all of a sudden being ignored and just kind of went away for a while. And although there were a game here and there, Klonoa, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Astal, um, uh, what was that one? It was a KO Flying Squadron, a Rabbit Girl. So So yeah, all these games that were being, they just stopped making them. I don't know. It looks like it just kind of sucked for a while. So, however, um, I guess shooters never really went away. They were always so addictive, like horizontal and vertical shooters. But man, it's terrible. But hold on, I am confusing myself. Okay, well, with 2D gaming kind of on its way, I always saw the last couple of games on the Super Nintendo's and Genesis as what the peak of those systems could do. And like games like Vector Man and Yoshi's Island and Donkey Kong Country, they they were made in a way to kind of like push the limits of those consoles. You know, with Donkey Kong with its CG pre-rendered visuals with all the different color that was being displayed. It was a pretty fast game for what it was. Then I'm thinking about Vector Man with multiple sprites on screen, you know, with all the orbs floating around, being animated the way it was. And Comic Zone with its comic book style and, you know, stunning animation. I'm thinking like that's as good as it got for a long time. I mean, a long time. And and I when I saw games, and I was really hopeful that 2D animation would have stuck around. I mean, 2D graphics, because in the beginning there was it looked like there was still a push, like a market for it. Like people would buy these games as long as it played well. I saw Astal on the Saturn, and I thought this is the most gorgeous 2D looking game that I have ever seen. Have ever seen. I looked at Clockwork Knight with this 2.5D kind of style, and I thought it's something that looks something new and innovative. I can't wait to see what comes next. And I thought we were gonna get more of that style of game. Klonoa on the PlayStation, I really thought was although it used 3D, the gameplay there just felt unique and awesome. But they weren't having that. Like honestly, no one was like paying attention to that. For example, like I don't know if it was a disconnect or something, but literally Klonoa only got like a 7. Same thing for Astal. And you know, it's you know, and it just kind of showed that now people appreciate the game a little better, but it was at the time, it was a little disheartening seeing these games not getting the scores that they deserved. You know, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Oh god, that got poor reviews on the. That got poor reviews in that got poor reviews in the. I'm surprised I haven't been in the battle yet. Like it didn't get poor reviews, but it Castlevania Symphony of the Night wasn't seen in the same light as um as like the 3D games, as how we see it now. Right now, everyone loves Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It, you know, it's exploration. People just list off the things that they like about it. But at the time, no one was giving it the time of day. Yeah, it had to be through word of mouth that that game got popular. Oh man, and it it's just one of those things that I. It's just one of those things that just happened to be. It just happened to be like everyone was on the 3D, and all the 2D games or 2D like games that were getting like six and sevens. Like, and the common thing that I will always remember reading is that oh, it's like it plays like an aged game or something like. And no, no one no one really gave it a shot. Like no one would give these games a shot. Everything's all 3D now. So when I would look back, so whenever I would look back, I'm thinking like, damn, damn, there's a lot of good stuff out there. I remember Mega Man X6 got like actually got a six. Forgot what magazine. It might have been Game Pro. No, Game Pro doesn't go. It might have been EGM then. It didn't get the best of it didn't get the best of scores, and I found it at a mom and pop store for like $30. I bought it, and and I had a great time. I was like, this is a good game. Um, the Mega Man X6 is a good game. That you could. What I like about Mega Man X6 is that there were different kinds of armor, like the ninja armor, which lets you walk and climb on spikes. Um, the attacks are really weak, but it allowed you to explore certain parts of a few levels, so you can cover like energy containers and more armor power ups. Then I think there was one that had like jet flight or something that lets you go even higher. I have to replay that game again. I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm I'm getting frustrated over this. That's probably one of the other reasons why they wouldn't bring um it's probably one of the reasons why they wouldn't bring more games out like this is because, excuse me, it's because I guess, well, this was came out in 96. At this point, Mario 64 was about to come out. Star Fox on the Super Nintendo was canceled. Star Fox 2 was canceled and I guess moved over to 64. Can, can you imagine how many Super Nintendo games we missed out on? Oh, when I got to this point, I was really disappointed. I first played this on the PSP. Huh. Yeah, so I bought this game on the PSP, and when I got to this point, I kind of realized that, oh no, this turned into a fantasy game. And honestly, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I was expecting something along the lines of a Fantasy Star. I really thought when these dudes came to that planet and got those long-eared tailed people, I thought these guys are going on a galactic adventure to save the world. And no, that did not happen. That did not happen. Yeah. But I had no choice. I already started the game. I bought the game, and it was like, yeah, that's it. You know. All right, let's see what you want to say. Huh. You know, I I'll get to that. Oh man, it's it sucks. It definitely sucked because oh, no weapon guy has something. You know, I don't. Here, let me see. You know, I'm wondering if there's a like how many like these sprites aren't very big, right? So why can't you have Arya travel right behind you? You know, I'm surprised that we weren't able to pull off the same effect in Street Fighter Alpha 2. That would have been neat. In Gen stage. This and Street Fighter Alpha 2 are the only games that use the DDP1 chip. I think that's the right chip. Or you know what? I'll go to the general store and oh wait, what's this? Caius Warren, nice to meet you. You know, I do find it a little weird that I don't have an entire party following behind me. Let's see, let's see. Hmm. Well, I guess I have to go around and talk to everyone. us. There you go. Well, I do have to say though, there's a large variety of tiles in this game. I find that pretty impressive. Or at least they're put in a way where it's hard to notice them repeating. The one conversation I wonder if happens is if Arya has been asked why she doesn't have a tail. That's something that has to be asked, right? What's with the ears and the tail? Now that I think about Klonoa, I only ever played the demo as part of a Namco demo collection. That's what I miss about the good old days. That there were discs, demo discs. There we go. One of the criticisms I had with Final Fantasy and even Dragon Quest is that the characters, they're all chibi, right? They're all like squat. I know they're supposed to, I know in official art they're bigger and they have a better look, but they're all like, I should probably make them change tactics, right? But you know they have the big head and squat body. I'm thinking, you know, they could have done so much better. like like the Genesis was able to pull off like full bodied characters in Phantasy Star, and then Sword of Vermilion, and even I guess Shining in Darkness didn't have Shining in Darkness didn't have any characters to look at. It was all first person done in perspective, but you know what I mean. And let me save. Okay. Really? Wow. Buttocks is weak. Five-ounce steak. I always wonder, was there any consideration bringing this game over? It's nah, RPGs, you know, they never made any money. You know, back then, if it wasn't Ultima, or if it wasn't on computer, no one would buy it. Haha. Really? I thought I was able to do the blaze sword or something. So yeah, yeah, I, I have to learn how to look at things. I have to explore the menu. You know, I missed out on a lot of how do I explain this? I played Final Fantasy X, right? And I was going through the game. I didn't really explore the menu. I was trying to play it like I would a traditional RPG, right? You level up, you unlock stuff, and you just carry on, right? I didn't know that you had to assign experience points to what you wanted to do in the game, right? I was, oh God, I was just carrying on. I was leveling up, but I wasn't getting any stronger, and I was wondering, well, maybe I'm not getting strong enough. Maybe it's one of those game. Maybe they're trying to pull another Dragon Warrior and like made the American one that much harder. So I don't know. I spent like a good 2-3 hours leveling up uh, Titus and his crew, and and I eventually like that is I eventually like think like what's going on, like I go down to like I guess the menu, and then I finally found the thing that lets you level up, you know, what you want to level up, like your skills or your strength or your HP. I'm like, oh my god, why? I totally blew past the instruction part where you could customize how you want to level up your character. Not that I'm like and I felt so stupid. And then when I finally balanced everything down and level up everything, it was oh god. It was just ridiculous. I felt ridiculous, and I was finally able to beat everyone. But at that point, I realized that okay, RPGs changed since the days of the 16-bit generation. Might as well. Did not play any 32-bit RPGs at that point. The last RPG I played was was the second Fantasy Star, like in my teens, right? Like in the beginning of the or in the middle of the 32-bit generation, I played Fantasy Stars, and I want to play another RPG to like. Hold on, let's see. It's like from '98 all the way up to 2000. Like 4 or 5 years later. Oh. Haha. Yeah. Those one friend there was a coworker of mine, really good dude. He played RPGs at the wazoo. His first one was Kingdom Hearts, and all this other stuff. And and I remember I telling him about Chrono Cross. Oh damn. Oh, items. Where's... And I told him about Chrono Cross. He asked me about Chrono Trigger if I played it. I told him no, I never had a Super Nintendo, so he's telling me, oh, you're missing out, man. And I was like, am I really? He says, you like Dragon Ball Z, right? Yeah, I love Dragon Ball Z. Well, the guy that so and so he made up the characters. I was like, yeah, I know. I saw his art, and then he says like, dude, I don't know. At the time, Chrono Trigger was kind of hard to find. I remember Chrono Trigger being really hard to find. Not as hard as it is today, but I remember being kind of challenging. Like I already had a. So I would but he told me, why don't you just get it on PlayStation? I say, it's on PlayStation? Yeah, it's on PlayStation. It's under Final Fantasy Chronicles. It has part 4 and Chrono Trigger. So I'm like, all right, oh yeah, all right, I'll do it. And well, there you go. I bought Final Fantasy Chronicles to play Chrono Trigger, and it only cost me $12. No, $20. It was it's part of a greatest hits, and and I found that at a EB game. Oh no, GameStop. Am I going the right way? Great. What? Huh. Where's the inn? It's probably cheaper. Hold on, hold on. There we go. What the hell is that thing? It's a giant stone rabbit. I wonder if I can buy weapons off this guy. Okay. I think I'll stock up on berries, then head my way back down. A little bit of backtracking, no? Okay. Oh, it's all the same stuff. And why does the harmonica cost that much? I may need that later, but I don't have a lot of money right now. I guess when they translate this, I guess they forgot to put yes and no on, on that one. Hmm. I thought there was supposed to be a cat person here or something. Oh, this is the end. What the hell am I thinking? Okay, well, I guess I have to do something else. Oh. I am missing something here. Hmm. I wonder if there's a way. It's pretty linear right now.
これなら満点。よし。
敵のお出ましだぜ。よっしゃ。よし。敵のお出ましだ。ザコザコ。よっしゃ。やった。敵のお出ましだぜ。ザコザコ。
Oh man. Sorry, guys. I was I got a message from somewhere. You know, if they're making like paths like that, they should have made it possible to move diagonally. I'm sorry, it's just like a little laziness on my part. How much more space would it take to animate diagonal walking movement? Like really? Yeah, they could have easily added two more, like for walking up left and up right. You just gotta mirror it. A lot of to save space,
これなら満点。
they would just mirror the animation frames. If you look at any if you look at any code of old school games, it is just flip asset, then animate or something, you know.
雑魚雑魚
これなら満点。
楽勝楽勝
敵がいます。行くぜ。これなら満点。
I don't have that kind of money. Tools. There we go. Huh. Now this is a very important decision, isn't it? Oh, this is pretty fast. Okay. Alright. This is we're gonna end the stream, guys. It's not turning out the way I remember. You see, with this game, I noticed that you could like basically change the way certain events turn out based off who you talk to and if you agree to do some things or not. It definitely offers a lot of offers some replay value in that aspect. I remember wanting to retry the PlayStation Portable version again. However, my PSP continually acts up. It doesn't want to like. How do I want to put this? The home page thing, like the home button is consistently pressed all the time, even though I don't do any. Even though I don't touch it or anything. I think it needs a good cleaning, but I don't know. I'll have to look. I have to open it up and check things out. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll try to stream later today. Something a little bit more entertaining than watching someone play an RPG, but these games are fun. They have a little story, and then trying to unravel things as time goes on is a good thing. It's a good it has a nice steady pace to the game. I just wish it was more of a sci-fi than that. Anyway, peace out, guys. I'll catch y'all later.